What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. MLB from Blue Jays versus Los Angeles Dodgers, Game 4. So, Game 3 is going on right now. It just started, so like basically no one scored yet at the time recording this. So whoever wins will be up 2-1 this series. But currently it's tied 1-1. And so for game 4, each team has a 50% chance to win. This is at LA for pitchers. Bieber for the Blue Jays has an ERA of 3.57, WHIP of 1.02. And Otani for the Dodgers has has an ERA of 2.87, WHIP of 1.04. Now, Otani has only pitched in 47 innings this year, and Bieber has pitched in 40 and a third innings this year. So let's look at both of their careers. So for Bieber, he has a career ERA of 3.24 and a WHIP of 1.11. And for Otani, he has a career ERA of 3 and a WHIP of 1.08. So, good pitching for both teams. Not really significant difference here. So I say home field advantage be the big thing here. So I think the Dodgers will beat the Blue Jays tomorrow. NBA. Charlotte Hornets versus Miami Heat. The Hornets have a 32.4% chance to win. The Heat has a 67.6% chance to win. This is at Miami, so for injuries, for the Charlotte, the Hornets don't have anyone injured, but for the Heat, you have Kasparis, Jakukionis, Simone Fontecchio, Terry Rozier, and Tyler Harrow. Of course, Terry Rozier. Of course, he also got arrested. Which I think that's the real reason he's out. Like it says on the it says injury, but I guess suspension might be considered for that. Now Fontecchio is game time decision. The other three are out. So yeah, this could be a interesting game. So like with some of the major players, for the Hornets, you have Lamelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Pat Connaughton, uh, Musa Diabate, Josh Green, Brandon Miller, Colin Sexton, Grant Williams. He's day to day, but Grant Williams has been able to make things interesting, even though he's a bench player per se. Of course, for the Heat, you have Bam Adebayo, Tyler Harrow. If he's out, so Nikola Jovic, uh, Davion Mitchell, Drew Smith, Andrew Wiggins. So I think the Heat definitely has a better roster right now than the Hornets, and with it being at Charlotte, well at Miami, I think I think with the home field advantage and roster advantage, I think the Miami Heat will beat the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. New York Knicks versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Knicks have a 48.9% chance to win. The Bucks have a 51.1% chance to win. This is at Milwaukee. So for injuries, for the Knicks, you have Karl-Anthony Towns, Gershon Yabusele, and Miles McBride are game time decisions. Robinson is out. For the Bucks, Kyle Kuzma and Cole Anthony are game time decisions. Kevin Porter Jr. is out. So yeah, obviously bad injuries. Of course, with other players, for the Knicks, you have McCall Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Kevin McCullough Jr., and for the Bucks, of course, you have everyone in the Antetokounmpo family. AJ Green, Gary Harris, Kyle Kuzma, um, Miles Turner. So good rosters for both teams. But I think with how good Giannis is, and with it being at Milwaukee, I think the Bucks will beat the Knicks tomorrow. Los Angeles Clippers versus Golden State Warriors. The Clippers have a 50.5% chance to win, and the Warriors have a 49.5% chance to win. This is at Golden State. So, with injuries, you have for the Clippers, Bradley Beal, Kobe Sanders, and Jordan Miller are all out. The Warriors, Alex Tui, Al Horford, D'Anthony Melton are all out. So, yeah, injuries always can cause problems. Of course, for other players, for the Clippers, you have, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Brook Lopez, Chris Paul, Ivica Zubac. For the Warriors, you have, of course, Jimmy Butler the third, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Moses Moody, Gary Payton the second. Um, so yeah, I mean, these are pretty good rosters, I think, for both teams. This could be one of the bigger games tomorrow. I think with it being at Golden State, I think the Warriors will beat the Clippers tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.